Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is one that has shaken the entire internet. Kim Kardashian, reality TV mogul, entrepreneur, and one of the most influential faces in pop culture, has just shared heartbreaking news that left fans stunned, emotional, and desperately searching for answers. What happened? Why did Kim decide to reveal this now? And what does this mean for her family moving forward? Kim Kardashian has always lived a life that plays out under the world's brightest spotlight. From the meteoric rise of Keeping Up with the Kardashians to her billion-dollar businesses and high-profile relationships, nearly everything she does becomes global conversation. Yet even with such visibility, there are moments when Kim pulls back the curtain and reveals something deeply personal. Something raw. Something real. Something that reminds the world that she is more than a celebrity. She is human. This week, Kim shared heartbreaking news that shocked her fans, her followers, and even many in the entertainment industry. What she revealed was unexpected, emotional, and, in true Kardashian fashion, filled with layers the public is still trying to understand. The announcement came quietly at first. No dramatic teaser, no promotional build-up, no glossy photo shoot. Instead, Kim posted a simple message, accompanied by a somber, almost fragile tone that is rarely seen from a woman the world views as strong, polished, and unshakable. And just like that, the internet froze. Thousands of comments poured in within minutes, and hashtags began trending globally. Fans were stunned, some were heartbroken, others were confused. Many were simply praying that whatever Kim was going through, she would find the strength to get through it. The news centered around something Kim has kept private for months, a struggle she didn't want to make public until she absolutely had to. Over the last decade, the Kardashian family has built an empire on transparency. Their lives, heartbreaks, marriages, victories, and tragedies have been documented, dissected, and replayed across screens around the world. But this situation was different. This time, Kim wasn't sharing for entertainment, or to promote a project, or to get ahead of a rumor. She was sharing because she needed to. Because holding it in any longer was becoming too heavy to carry alone. According to sources close to her inner circle, Kim had been facing emotional and personal battles that she managed to keep hidden even from many friends. She continued to appear at events with her trademark confidence, attended business meetings with precision, and posted glamorous photos that fit the public's expectation of Kim Kardashian. But behind the scenes, something much deeper was unfolding. Her announcement revealed a difficult truth. Something that had been developing quietly for months and had now reached a point where she could no longer ignore it. The rawness of her words, the sincerity in her voice, and the vulnerability she showed created a shockwave. Fans who have followed her journey for years could instantly feel that this was not the usual celebrity update. This was real life. This was pain. Kim explained that she had been dealing with a challenge that affected not only her, but also her children, her mental health, and the balance she tries to maintain between her public image and her private reality. Being one of the most photographed women on the planet comes with pressures that the average person cannot comprehend. The expectation to always appear perfect, composed, unbothered, even when facing some of life's hardest struggles, is a burden few can carry without breaking. As Kim continued to open up, fans finally understood why her tone was so different. This wasn't about a business setback or a social media controversy. This was personal, deeply personal, something connected to her family, her future, and the emotional heaviness she had been navigating alone. People online immediately began speculating, trying to piece together clues from her recent posts, interviews, and appearances. Some believed it was related to health. Others thought it involved her co-parenting relationship with Kanye West. Some even wondered if it was connected to her exhausting schedule and the toll of balancing motherhood with global fame. But Kim clarified one thing. She wasn't seeking sympathy. She wasn't creating drama. She was sharing her truth because keeping it private was becoming too painful. One of the most shocking parts of her message was the revelation that she had been struggling silently. Despite living a life that looks glamorous from the outside, Kim acknowledged that fame can be deceiving. The curated posts, the red carpets, the luxurious photo shoots, all of it reflects only a small fraction of reality. What the world doesn't see are the late nights, the anxiety, the emotional weight, the personal fears, and the quiet moments when even someone as powerful as Kim Kardashian feels weak. Her confession resonated with millions. Fans shared messages of support, expressing how much they appreciated her honesty. Many said Kim's vulnerability reminded them that even the strongest people sometimes need help, comfort, and understanding. Her story began trending on social media platforms, with countless strangers uniting to send her love and strength. As the days progressed, more details about Kim's struggle began to emerge, not from official statements, but from those close to her who witnessed her internal battles firsthand. They revealed that Kim had been dealing with a situation that forced her to reassess her priorities, reevaluate her boundaries, and rethink her future. It was a wake-up call that even she didn't see coming, and while she had always been open about her challenges before, this one hit differently. It was deeper, more emotional, more transformative. Friends shared that Kim often hid her pain behind work. Whenever life became too overwhelming, she would dive into business projects, fashion campaigns, and her Skims empire. Work became her distraction, her shield. But the situation she was dealing with now was not something that could be solved with busy schedules or business success. It was something that demanded emotional healing, something that required her to pause, reflect, and possibly make difficult decisions she had been avoiding. One insider revealed that Kim had been contemplating taking a significant break from the public eye, something she had never seriously considered before. The idea of stepping back from the media, even temporarily, was unimaginable to many. Kim built her career on visibility. Her brand exists in the public consciousness. But the fact that she was willing to consider such a major shift showed just how deeply this situation was affecting her. The Kardashian family, known for closing ranks during crises, reportedly rallied around her. Her sisters offered emotional support. Her mother, Kris, provided guidance, and even friends outside the spotlight stepped in to check on her daily. Despite the strength she displays publicly, Kim is not immune to moments of vulnerability, and her family saw that she needed them more than ever. Social media exploded with theories. Some feared her announcement hinted at a health scare, perhaps something that she had kept private but could no longer hide. Others believed it involved emotional exhaustion from years of non-stop pressure and public scrutiny. A few suspected it was related to her legal studies, suggesting she might step away from certain obligations to reduce stress. But whatever the specifics were, one thing was clear. This announcement marked a turning point in Kim's life. Throughout her career, Kim has become famous for pushing through adversity. She managed to rise above criticism, navigate one of the most public divorces in entertainment history, and build a legacy far beyond reality television. She transformed into a business powerhouse, a fashion icon, and an advocate for criminal justice reform. But even someone with her resilience can reach a breaking point. And that's exactly what her revelation suggested. Her message included a particularly emotional moment where she admitted feeling overwhelmed, not by fame, but by life. She described the pressure of being a mother, the fear of disappointing those who depend on her, and the weight of trying to hold everything together when inside she felt like she was falling apart. These words struck a chord with millions who have experienced similar feelings, even if on a smaller scale. Fans were shocked, not because Kim was struggling, but because she finally allowed the world to see that struggle. She let the public witness a side of her she usually keeps hidden, the side that feels fear, doubt, sadness, and pressure. That kind of honesty is rare in Hollywood, and it made the revelation even more powerful. As the story continued to unfold, Kim received overwhelming waves of support. Celebrities, influencers, and fans from around the world expressed their love and encouragement. Many shared their own stories of emotional difficulty, creating a collective space of empathy and understanding. For once, the internet, a place known for criticism and negativity, came together in unity. But the question on everyone's mind remained: what happens next? Sources close to Kim suggested that she is considering restructuring her work schedule, reducing her media appearances, and focusing more on her well-being. She may take a step back from the non-stop cycle of business, fashion, and public commitments. Some insiders even believe that she might temporarily pause her legal studies to give herself more space to recover emotionally. While no final decisions have been made public yet, one thing is certain: Kim's future will look different. Her priorities are shifting. Her perspective is changing. And this heartbreaking moment, as painful as it is, may become a turning point that leads to growth, clarity, and healing. Fans continue to watch closely, hoping for updates, praying for her well-being, and expressing gratitude that she chose to share something so deeply personal. Many say they see Kim differently now, not just as a celebrity, but as a woman fighting to find balance, peace, and strength in a world that constantly demands more. Kim Kardashian's heartbreaking news shocked the world. Not because people expect her to be perfect, but because they forget she is human. Her revelation served as a reminder that pain doesn't discriminate, not even against the famous, the successful, or the strong. And in her honesty, she created a moment of connection with millions who know what it feels like to struggle silently. As the world waits for her next steps, one thing remains clear. Kim's courage in sharing her truth will resonate for a long time. And whatever path she chooses moving forward, fans will undoubtedly stand behind her. Not just because she's a star, but because she showed them her heart.